Welcome everybody, it's Lewpac here with another Albion Online tutorial video. Today we're going to be talking about the black market which can be found in Carlion. Now, a lot of people are drawn to Albion by the taglines, and one of the things that a lot of the economy driven players love the sound of is a player driven economy, or a fully player driven economy, which means that every item in the world is actually crafted by players. So when the players first started Albion, when it first launched, there were no items. There were no items in the game, like ready to be used, ready crafted. The players had to get the resources starting at the most basic stuff and work their way up to the top level of items and literally create everything from scratch. Yet when people are watching various Twitch streams or playing the game, or if they pop by my stream or comment on the videos, they're saying, hang on a sec, you're killing mobs and opening treasure chests, and those are dropping items. So it's not really a player driven economy. Now, way back when, Sandbox knew they wanted mobs, treasure chests, etc. to drop items. This is because in MMOs, obviously, killing mobs and opening treasure chests and looting in the open world and finding a rare expensive item is part of the buzz of the gameplay. It makes you feel good, you've got a really lucky drop, you're going to make a load of money, you start to think what you can spend that money on. But how can they achieve this but still maintain a player-driven economy? And thus, the black market was born. Basically, the black market in Carlion is a system whereby players can sell the items that they've crafted or found to the game. Rather than sell it to another player, you sell it to the game. And once it goes into the game system, it then goes onto the loot table and can be dropped from mobs. The way it works is quite complicated. There's obviously some algorithms behind it that adjust themselves over time based on demand. But what I'll try and do is I'll try and simplify how the black market works for you today. So for our example, let's say we go out into the world and we kill a random mob. We kill a mob and the game rolls on the loot table for that mob, and it decides that we have rolled a tier 4 cape. So what the game then does is it checks the black market. And there's two situations here. The black market has a tier 4 cape in stock, is situation 1. And in that case, it takes one tier 4 cape from the black market stock, puts it on the mob's loot table, and I can collect it. Situation 2, however, is we roll the tier 4 cape on the loot table, but there's none available on the black market. So what it actually does is it doesn't give us the cape because there's none on the black market available, but it then increases the price that the black market will pay for tier 4 capes. So as more mobs are killed and demand increases, the things that aren't in stock, the price goes up over time. And this is to encourage crafters to sell them to the black market. Selling things is as simple as this. So let's say I've just crafted some tier 4 Adept Royal shoes. The auction house market isn't very good for them right now. So I go to the black market and I actually see that the black market's willing to pay 25,440 silver for them. Now, if there's none in stock and a load of people roll these shoes on their loot table, the price will actually increase. However, if a load of crafters actually start selling them to the black market, the price will of course decrease. So it's a self-correcting system. And if you look at the buy orders here, you can see that there's many items that are really expensive, but they're also the very rare items. And generally what happens is people won't sell anything into the black market until the price gets quite high or gets beyond what they could earn from selling it to the regular auction house. A lot of people actually look to make money using the black market just by watching the prices, watching the auction house, and looking for times when things are worth more on the black market than people are selling them for. Then you can simply run to the auction house, grab the item, and sell it to the black market for a quick profit. So for example here, we can see the Elder's Cape, 8.3 in good condition or better, or sorry, outstanding condition or better, is actually selling for 4 million, just almost 4.1 million. So what we could do, say that was the item we're interested in, we could run over to the auction house here. And what we're looking to see is we're looking to see what the price of this cape is on the auction house. If the auction house is different, if it's cheaper by a lot, then it's worth actually buying the item on the auction house and then running it over. So we look for capes, and we're looking for this quality here, outstanding. And we can see the cheapest one on the auction house is 6 million. So currently, it's not worth buying off the auction house and taking it to the black market. But in a few weeks' time, we can assume that not many 8.3 capes are being sold to the black market. In a few weeks' time, so a lot of people might have rolled 8.3 cape on the loot table, which means the price might be more. If the price ever reached, say, 7 million, we could literally buy this cape here, run it to the black market, and suddenly we've made 1 million silver just from running from one place to the other. So it's definitely worth keeping an eye on. Items, the rarer the item, the higher the price tends to go before somebody fills it. But what you're looking for something that's been overlooked by everyone else. There are a lot of people that sit by the black market 24/7 monitoring prices, looking for great profit makers. And I know some people who do most of their gameplay trading between the auction house and the black market. Just their aim is to make as much money as possible. But it doesn't mean you can't make any money. But that's basically a little insight into how the black market works and how they can have player-created items dropping on mobs and treasure chests and in the game world. So there you have it. The next item that you create in Albion, if you sell it to the black market, it could be turning up in somebody's boss loot very, very soon. So just to go over the basic points of the black market again, you can sell pretty much any item of weaponry or armor to the black market at any time. The more that gets sold to the black market, the lower the price goes. The more that the black market tries to distribute them when they're out of stock, the higher the price goes. Obviously, the exact maths behind it are much, much more complicated than this, but that's the simple explanation for you guys to begin with. And now you can get straight over to Carlion and start selling your unwanted equipment into the black market whenever it suits. It's worth noting as well that a percentage of items that are sold to the black market will actually be removed from the game. They will just instantly be destroyed. And the reason for this is there needs to be item loss or items going out of the economy via both the black market trashing from PvP deaths, etc. Because if the items all last forever, then there'll be no demand for new items in the economy. So this is another way to sort of sink items out of the game and keep crafting profitable and relevant in the long term. In actual fact, I think that the black market is a genius solution to PvE loot drops in a player-based economy. It solves all of the problems and really is an ingenious bit of work. So props to SBI for coming up with it. And yeah, it's a lot of fun getting rare loot when you do kill those big bosses. Thanks for watching, guys. Hope you've enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And you can leave a comment below with your thoughts on the black market or anything you want to see in future videos. Thank you for watching.